comes the rain. It's awesome. We're gonna go down to Cape Canaveral. Rock assembly building over there. A little concerning that my deck radio's not working. This will be my first solo sail. Quite a bit of current right now.
Offshore, live fire generating.
Yeah, live fire. Fortunately, we are going south of that. Went for a little swim earlier. Oh, that's inside the lens. Uh-oh. All right, guys. So we're just getting here at Ponce Inlet Harbor Marina, Daytona Beach. Well, I guess it's technically not Daytona Beach. Got the boat provision there at the lovely Walmart. Typical Walmart experience. Boat's in good shape after a tropical storm that blew through a couple weeks ago. I lost a cushion. Fortunately, one of my favorite spots to sit on the boat. But everything else is good. Lights are all working. Batteries are charged. Kitchen's a mess. I always leave in a hurry. Okay, I say I leave in a hurry. I leave hungover usually. Yeah, so gonna get some shut-eye, get ready, and I think if I don't find a spot to put the boat, we're gonna go down to Cape Canaveral. Following that, if I don't get a spot there, I'll anchor for the night, and then I'm gonna go down to Fort Pierce, and I'm bound to find a spot down there. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I'll sort it out. I always do. So, had a little bit of a minor heart attack. Went over here, saw 2.5 for my depth. The boat draws more than 2.5 feet of water. But for some reason, they set the boat to fathoms. I don't know why. Now we're in 14 feet of water. And I can go back to having a beer. Decided to put a minor stop to the shut-eye. Okay, I say I leave in a hurry. I leave hungover usually. Just one beer. Just one. All right, good morning. It is a little after 7. Just caught an absolutely beautiful sunrise. Look at that. You see some of the people from the marina are already here, which is awesome. Hopefully go find the cushion that blew away in that last storm that I think they have. We grab a quick shower, make some breakfast, call some marinas, try and find out if I can find somewhere else to put the boat here in Daytona. Otherwise, we're going to Fort Pierce. Yeah, so I forgot to mention, do you hear that annoying sound in the background? Motor running. I really didn't like to start the motor, but unfortunately this boat has no hot water. Plus we got to recharge the batteries before we go for a 9-hour sail. I assume it's going to be sunny based on the weather, but just in case, better safe than sorry, especially when it's solo. All right, all freshened up. Not shave my head because it took longer than I expected for the hot water to come on. So that was a very cold shower. There's worse things in life than waking up here and having to have a cold shower. And later on today, when it's super hot, I'm probably gonna wanna have a cold shower. So let's go and try to find our missing cushion, shall we? Well, it seemed no luck in finding the cushion, unfortunately, which really sucks. Because it's a very large, probably expensive cushion to replace. Moreover, it's one of my favorite spots to chill on the boat. Whatever, it could be replaced. We'll find another one and put down towels in the meantime. So now we're gonna get the boat prepped. We're gonna start calling a couple marinas, see if I can find anybody that that has a spot here in Daytona. If not, make my way down to Cape Canaveral. All right, so apparently I left coffee grinds in my French press, which needless to say, after being on a hot boat for a month and a bit, it's not exactly the prettiest thing. So before I leave the dock, I need fresh coffee. So I'm getting Uber Eats before I can no longer get it for the next 48 hours while we're on the water.
All right, sir, we look forward to seeing you on the 8th.
I look forward to seeing you as well. And you said I got to be there before what time? Before sunset, basically.
Yeah, before sunset.
Amazing, awesome. Looking forward to it, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, so that's awesome. They got us a slip at Fort Pierce City Marina. which is right here, Fort Pierce. I've stayed there before. They're gonna let me keep the boat there through until Christmas, which is fantastic. So that's good. I got my coffee, some Starbucks. I'm waiting on dish soap to come up through Uber Eats because I didn't want to go all the way back into town, and trying to wash dishes in the just with a bunch of water is not a good thing. Maybe in my teenage years it was, but I've grown up now so much. Oh, so much. Yeah, so we're gonna start prepping the boat, check the engines, make sure everything's good, and we'll get underway very shortly. All right, so got some water, got some paper towel, a sandwich for later. I'm gonna tidy all this up, and we're gonna get on our way. Gonna get out of here, gotta get out of Daytona. They won't let us stay at the dock here anymore, and I gotta leave the boat somewhere for 2 weeks while I go back to Canada to work. So we're gonna go down to Cape Canaveral, stay at Cape Canaveral for a night, and then I'm gonna head to Fort Pierce City Marina, where we'll leave the boat for a couple weeks, and we'll get back here for Christmas. So give the deck a little wash. Look what we found here. A GoPro that actually managed to stick it out through the hurricane. I bet its lens is going to be in really great shape. Now we're going to work our way down. Ooh, the lens is all foggy as shit. Went for a little swim earlier. Oh, that's inside the lens. Ooh. Well, I soaked my lens when I was washing the deck, so I don't know how good these shots are going to come through. Definitely not as wide angle as before. But anyways, we've checked the fluids, oil's good, transmission's good, motor's started, we got fuel. Trying to do a radio check. Nobody is getting back to me though, so let's track them down here. Radio check, radio check.
Loud and clear in Tom's Inlet.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna go up to my flybridge, just check that radio there if you don't mind as well.
10-4.
Radio check, radio check. A little concerning that my deck radio's not working. Could you hear me the second time I did a radio check there?
Did you go to the tower?
Yeah, I did go to the tower, and I guess you weren't hearing anything from up there, were you? I'm gonna go up there one more time, try from 17 if you don't mind. I'm just going at Sildo. I want to make sure it's working up there.
Yeah, well, I got you.
Okay, give me a sec. I'm just gonna go up to the tower and try it there one more time.
Hey, you're okay.
All right, so our radios are working, which is good, especially when you're sailing solo. Last thing you want to do is have to run downstairs inside to use your radio if shit's actually hitting the fan. So again, best part of this boat, I love it. It's this garage door type thing that opens up the entire boat. Okay, we're gonna get prepped. Hopefully this lens is dry so I can start using it. Yeah, it's almost dry. There's a little wet spot there. It'll be dry in a minute, and then we will head off. All right, so we'll be taking off now from Daytona Beach. This will be my first solo sail. Quite a bit of current right now. I did hear a little broadcast on the radio, though, that there is a live fire exercise going on somewhere. I didn't catch the whole thing. They're going to repeat it. They usually do repeat it. Cape Canaveral's got a really big submarine pen, and I think they do some other TV stuff down there as well. I'm not sure. I don't imagine stuff like submarine pen. Yeah, so you don't have to divert too far off course for that. I'll turn the camera around, let you see some of the sights here as we go up through the canal. Well, that, if you can see it there, could have made for a bad day. We're heading out the Ponce Inlet. There's a dock floating. These guys here see it. They have it. Anyway, so yeah, we're getting ready to go out the outlet now. It is surprised we only got 13 feet of water here, and we're kind of at high-ish tide. I mean, the tide is going out right now. I guess they haven't had a chance to re-dredge here since the last big storm, but it should be fun. All ready to put a the mainsail, and as before, if you guys recall in the last video, my wind direction indicator is not working, which is fine. We can live without it. But that means we're going to be able to watch a beautiful sunset out over Cape Canaveral. Come into a beautiful marina that is really well lit as we go into the harbor there, and we can watch just some absolutely stunning boats. Yeah, so let's put up some sails. Well, like an idiot, I prepped the boat for a storm. I tied up my mainsail, and we are going to downwind. Hopefully we can ride with these waves. This one got bouncing all over the place. As I go up top here, but I really don't like doing it alone. If I'm with somebody, it's not as big of a deal. Doing it alone sucks. I can't remember where I tied the main knot. I'm pretty sure I tied it down this way. Doesn't mind. That was a bitter end there. Bitter end's probably not the right use of the word bitter end. Somebody on YouTube's going to correct me, I'm sure. But that's probably going to happen a lot on my channel. Good news is that came down nice and easily. We're going to attach this to make sure that my main didn't come loose during that storm. We will now turn 180 and go upwind, get our main fully out. Alright, so my favorite part of the trip, I gotta do a Zoom call for the work because technically I'm still sort of working right now. But I mean, it would make quite the out of office notification, but put a little time lapse on. I've closed everything up here, so hopefully they don't hear as much of the motors and put it down to work. Alright, call with my team is done. It really started heaving. We picked up with some waves. I would love to be sailing a lot more right now, but unfortunately, that mainsail is giving me troubles. Done with you. We have some decent wind too. I mean, I still got the code 0 up. We're about 2.5 miles offshore. This boat looks way closer than the AIS, but he's way over there. We are on a quote-unquote collision course, but we're going to give her a little bit more throttles. My one throttle's really sticky and super annoying on the starboard side, but cool. Back to 8 knots. At this rate, we're probably going to get there around 8 p.m. I'm not worried whatsoever. Chill, get a little work done. We can always run the boat with the remote autopilot from down here. We've got our speed and depth always on display here for me to keep tabs. I mean, we're in 60 feet of water. There's not much to worry about, but it's always good to be very cautious.
Coast Guard safety broadcast concerning offshore live fire, January 85, Whistling Channel 62 Alpha, 157 Megahz out.
Yeah, live fire. Fortunately, we are going south of that and nowhere near it. I mean, it'd be cool to see, but they don't really let you get anywhere near anything fun. When I first got this boat, they were actually doing submarine surfaces with a nuclear submarine, and we got approached, not just approached, we got chased down by a Navy chase vessel, basically telling us that we were on a course to go towards where we weren't supposed to. We weren't actually where we weren't supposed to. we were just on a course and they were coming to give us a very firm warning, which they did, and we changed course. But you could see the submarine surfacing like, I don't know, a mile away from you. It was sick. As you can see, it is getting a little more turbulent out here. Really nothing to fret about. I mean, if you were seasick, this would suck, but I don't really get seasick. So, anyways, get some work done here. And if I'm gonna get seasick, it's when I look at my laptop. But we'll put it to the test. We cruising along. It is really big, long, rolling waves, as you can see there for a little bit. Got this little pop-up storm, squallish type thing over there. Nothing crazy by the looks of things, but if anything, we can bring down the code 0 pretty quickly. Yeah, not get stuck, ripping a sail or something like that. If we get really extreme winds, we can go sit below deck and get banged around in these lovely waves. All right, guys, so that little storm's getting a little bit bigger over there.
I think port would be better.
See what it looks like on the radar here.
Roger that, thank you.
Little updates. Well, over here, while we're waiting though for that, it's awesome. You can see all the rocket launch stations there at Cape Canaveral. Big rocket assembly building over there. I'm hoping this doesn't keep getting bigger. I mean, it does look like there's two little mini squalls. I'm hoping it's gonna push north of me. We'll stay vigilant, keep paying attention to it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy some of the sun, get a little tan. So, it does not look like we will be outrunning that weather, moving lockstep with us. Even if I veer off, I'm still gonna hit, and then I've got Cape Canaveral there, which has certain security zones that I can't go into. So we are going to pull in code 0. It's fine right now, but you never know. All right, so it does look like it is going to rain. As such, I'm gonna make my way downstairs. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can make those out. All the giant rocket launch pads. Massive crane over there setting up one. What I would do to get over there, do a little tour. I wish I had time. Fortunately, I'm going to be going directly back to Toronto after this. It's getting a little rougher, but nothing terrible. You can see the storm makes it worse. Well, here comes the rain. The first squall that went over us wasn't bad. This one, I got a feeling is going to have a little bit more. Again, nothing like an actual storm to worry about. But out here on vacation, you got a little something on your face. There you go. Super sunny, beautiful. Shitty storm that's raining on me. Literally two different sides of the boat, two completely different weather. It's awesome. Alright, I think we're in the clear. We still got this little front here, but I'm hoping we can get a little bump in wind off of it and can push us up into the 9-knot range. That's kind of the max I usually get at with this boat. So yeah, let's go hoist the code 0. All right, code 0 is up. To be perfectly honest, there's all of these security zones on my chart. I should probably know what they are. I don't know what they are, so I'm just generally avoiding. I could probably be closer to shore, taking a more direct path. We're still going to get there at about 7 at this rate.
So 621 is inbound Port Canaveral, north of 3 and 4.
Yeah, so you'll hear a lot of that as you go into Cape Canaveral. Securities from cruise ships, just to let everybody know, hey, I'm a big ship, watch out for me. They usually have like a sheriff boat that follows alongside and keeps you clear of the cruise ships as they're coming and going. But we can see them on the AIS, so that's fine. Plan for tonight, be a good boy and go to bed at a reasonable hour. Get up bright and early tomorrow and try to be off by about 7:30. Got another 8 or 9 hour sail. We'll have me there for about 4 o'clock before sunset, which that marina requires. Chill, have some dinner there at, I can't remember the name of the tiki bar. They have some tiki bar there. I'm gonna go there. And then I get on my flight at 9 o'clock, head back to Toronto. In the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy some of this beautiful sun. Alright, so I don't know if you can quite make out the size of those waves there, but certainly it's picking up. Part of the reason is we went from 50 feet to 11 feet of water. We're nowhere near bottoming or anything like that, but definitely going to keep an eye on it. Passing by beautiful Cape Canaveral over there. I'm going to get a lovely sunset in a few hours. But I'm definitely, there's a lot more of this kind of thing down here as we go around. So I'm gonna go out wide and around here and in, just because I don't want to deal with that in the dark at all. Yeah, great way to end the day. Sunset. We should be making it there. I think I keep saying 7 o'clock. It keeps changing. 6:37, something like that. But at least we'll get a dock space. Reed will be closed, so I'll be docking single-handed. That'll be fun. Hopefully there's not a lot of wind, and it's putting us onto the dock rather than off, and we'll get a bite. Storm's cleared, and even better news. Can't really see it through there, but the halyard has fixed itself, which is awesome. It would have been nice if it did maybe 6-7 hours ago instead. But now we've got this beautiful sunset. I'm gonna sit back, enjoy it. We kind of lost our wind, unfortunately, so the Code Zero came down earlier. The size of the waves that we were sitting in, the sail would like catch wind and then it would luft and then would catch wind and then luft, and I just didn't feel like dealing with that. It really wasn't doing much for performance. I mean, we were going a little bit faster, but whatever. We're still doing 7.7. Sun will be down, it'll be dark, and then we're going to go into beautiful Cape Canaveral. Really know a better time to be doing some night sailing other than with a full moon like that, so I'm excited. I really hope that is coming out with a beautiful moon behind us. It is going to light. We have a nice, relatively clear sky, so it is going to be just stunning. They're going to light up all of the launch pads, so there should be like really good visibility there. I wish we put the main up, but I mean, trying to take it down in the dark in a harbor like this, a busy harbor where there's a lot of big boats that have the right of way, I've opted not to. Being my first solo sail with this boat, I mean, I've sailed it by myself before, but there's always been somebody there. This is my first time I've actually taken it, done a trek myself. Feels good. I want to do a crossing by myself, like not a big ocean crossing, but like crossing the Bahamas or something. I'm always curious about how, what they do overnight. Like, you obviously can't sleep. Okay, you can stay asleep for 20 hours of sailing. I've done it, but I've seen YouTubers be like, yeah, well, I got up and we're awake now, and they were in a monohull, and I don't know if they like just trim the sails in and take off free from the main and put out just a little bit of sail and leave the autopilot on and go really slow, or you can't drop anchor, it's too deep. I don't know. If somebody's watching this and knows this answer, let me know. Get in the comments. Got my lights off inside the cabin for now, especially until we get in a little bit further, just because I want to keep my eyes, well, their night vision working better. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that sign over there, but it's saying that there is a rocket launch at 3:15. I don't know if that means AM or PM, but they say they're going to be on channel 16 talking about this, so maybe we're going to get a rocket launch, which would be sick. Over to our right, which you also can't see, is the submarine pen. I'll show you some more of that tomorrow during the day. On. Time for beer. All right, so we met some wicked neighbors. I didn't want to like blast them with the camera. Awesome neighbors here in Cape Canaveral at Cape Marina, and had some tequila with them, some drinks, some cigars. I think we're actually going to try to leave the boat here, hopefully for another week, just because these are awesome people to come and chill with. Fingers crossed that the marina lets us do that, but we'll see. Another day here just chilling without having to rush out. Otherwise we got to wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow to go to Fort Pierce. See you in the morning. All right guys, so we are about to catch the SpaceX launch here in Cape Canaveral. Hear the rumble of it just coming over now and the shockwave. It is literally shaking the boat. Oh, you can see the separation. Look at that. Look at that.